But I think it was really hard on them because mentally they lost their best player, veteran. So that's something that I'll never forget.
Check. Yeah. Know the reason why she is out of the competition. So we got a little of nothing else. We just wish her the best. NBC's on of the Olympics interviewing Simone Biles. What up, everyone? Good evening. Doing a little watching of the Olympics of the screen that you just can't see off to the right of the camera right there. And an answer to 12th Street. Documentation and transferring law enforcement. Is that going to open up? Oh, no. I need to come over here and do this. All those reference points, all this stuff right here is different versions of the cop who tried to kill me over at Kearney Mesa, at Mesa Community College. There is a, I don't know if I saved it or not, but Cyclone, what up, cuz? Thanks for jumping in, brother. Where the fuck are you? Hang on. Right there. Oh, well, I'll get to answering your question here in just a second. So I'm trying to answer 12th Street here about what I do here. And Ace stepped away many years ago. Bless him for doing it. He got back into the music thing because I've been in the music business forever, but I've also been doing this since 1992. This is when I got my official press credentials out of the station in Los Angeles. And I've still have that original press credential. It was number 2001 from that station in LA. I actually have press plates on my car so that when I show up at crime scenes, along with the satellite trucks, law enforcement has to pick up the yellow tape and let me go into the scene along with the rest. Now, see, that's the difference between the frauditors, the auditors, cop watchers, and real mainstream media. And we're going to cover that as well a little bit. That's what we do here about some rights and what you should be doing when encountering cops. And then we also got some other stuff here that, and Ace will tell you this as well. He'll almost inevitably every live stream I'm talking about. Well, don't worry about this. This is about JD Vance. This is the book that he's got. I haven't had a chance. I've gotten through the opening forward so far, and that's as far as I've gotten. But seriously, folks, the one and he'll tell you this, man. I've been telling y'all to watch your shit out here. I'm telling y'all to get your shit prepped. If you don't have a prior, unless I have to be careful here, because YouTube is absolutely shutting me down. I have definitive evidence that I've documented now that they're, along with the other social media channels, they're shutting me down as well, and I can show you this. But right now, and these are the current books that I'm reading right now. Oh, geez, hang on. Whoops. As I watched Simone get on. She's on the beam. I don't know which way to turn that. Oh, yeah, there you go. Everything's on mounts. Now I can't do this now. So you got to realize that this is all what's called 17107. This is all fair use act. This is all on mainstream media. And yet YouTube has already given me 2 strikes for posting gold medal winners during the actual race. So I got to make sure to turn this down because they'll probably take the audio from me too. Yeah, the place is set up to do interviews here. There's another microphone hiding over here that you don't see. I just want to watch her do her thing. It's only for a minute or two. But again, still, we're talking about this as well as we watch Simone do her thing. Oh, hell of a dismount. Damn, girl. Good for her. She's such a badass. Here, y'all should be checking this stuff out as well. Yeah, and you all wonder why I don't worry about people who want to step up to me. Because this is the crap that I constantly read. This is the crap. Yeah, this is the stuff that I constantly go through. And this is the stuff that I just got recently. I'm trying to get the reflection of the other monitor out of here. There you go. And of course, this one right here. This is another recent one. Okay. And if you don't have the worst case scenario books as well, the yellow and the red one, go look those up on Amazon. They run out of them pretty quickly. So I would imagine that you want to go there and go check that out. Maybe I should put that on the page to show you all. Listen, I don't get any kickbacks from promotion or anything like that. Just like the Costello girls. I got huge trouble from YouTube for trying to promote those young girls and get their music out here. And all YouTube did was just bitch slap me one way to the other. Scumbags. Okay. And the reason that I have those books as well, ladies and gentlemen, do understand this. Snoop. As soon as I put him on, they take him off. Do understand this, ladies and gentlemen. We're living in an alternate reality right now. The world that we've been living in since July 13th is not the world we are supposed to be living right now. You guys do not realize from I wish I had the other microphone out right here so I could do that. So here we go. So for Trump to be able to go to this microphone, to have the bullseye from this, for him to do this, to talk to the microphone, to look up at the big LED screen to show the graph from Custom Border Patrol and show how many people have come in, the illegal immigration. For him to do this at that precise moment, the infinitesimal odds. And you guys got to realize now, and I've shown this before, there were huge corporations, including BlackRock, ladies and gentlemen, that invested billions in dollars who shorted this on the stock exchange. And it all just poof, it just fucking disappeared like it never even happened. You can look on the previous live stream before. Sorry about that. I documented all this shit. Big old bunch of zeros at the top of this at the exchange that day. So you all see the graphs and poof, it just disappeared like a fucking fart in the wind. You guys don't get what Trump is supposed to be dead right now. His brains are supposed to be scattered, blown up in front of the entire world, live on CNN, who's absolutely refused to show anything about Trump ever. And this is the one time. And dude, this was a bullshit little fucking woo rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. And now CNN's interested to broadcast this live for the whole world now. Now their interest is in Trump. Please. This whole thing with this kid, this Crooks kid. Let's not go down that rabbit hole, but I will real quickly hear about the van. The dude on the water tower. I was saying there was a backup sniper. Yes, BlackRock isn't it? Yep. Correct. The commercial. Now I've been trying to find the international banking trail, and I got tidbits of it so far. For the last almost 2 weeks, I haven't found anything. But now all of a sudden, I found a little etching. I found a little scratching. It looks like there might be a little bit to the surface here. So far, there's been none of it. But you got to realize that this kid was a loner. His parents were fucking psychological teachers. Okay. And let me get back to this also. That van, now it's been absolutely unequivocally been documented that fucking van was underneath that water tower where that other dude was standing. That's absolutely documented that motherfucker was up there. Can't deny that. Multiple people had multiple cell phones and documented that dude standing up on the cell tower. Y'all can look at my previous live streams. Y'all can see it. I've shown it before. There's multiple documentations by multiple people who saw that fucking van underneath that goddamn water tower. Now, Redacted had the interview with the lady who was literally sitting right next to Corey, God rest his soul, that brave ass firefighter, Comptier. I'm not going to try to announce his last name, but Corey, the badass fireman, the girl's dad, the real man, just like Ace. See, just like Ace, another real fucking dad. Ain't afraid to do braids. That's a real fucking man. That's a macho man right there, motherfuckers. Takes his daughter's fucking life seriously. Graduated did she graduate valedictorian? If not, I'm sure she did cum laude. Anyway, with honors. This lady was sitting up right by him. She saw the whole incident. Now it turns out that somehow this fucking white van ended up in the middle of all this while this dude's laying up on the roof. And let's not talk about how he got up there with a ladder. How again, if those of you who do not know, that's a metal roof. You all have never been to the Midwest. Those are standard things. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Kentucky. I've done tons of satellite dishes. I've done tons of installs. I've been on them, blah, 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 blah. There's supposed to be fucking law enforcement in that building. It's not like it's insulated or anything like that. It's not like it was 2 stories or anything like that. Okay, there's no way this 150-pound sopping wet little fucking kid who's 5'8" was up on that metal. I don't give a fuck if he's in the prone position and doing this. He ain't getting on that goddamn roof without making noise, especially when you've already got. And here's something else. So 2 things. Where was the motherfucker that was this? Oh, it's too hot. It's too sloped. Bullshit. Also, where was the marked unit that was supposed to be in that parking lot of AGR, that glass company or whatever the fuck it was right there, AGR? Okay. And then what happened to the cop that actually made not physical, but laid physical eyes on the suspect on the roof? You're telling me now that this dude made he didn't start screaming. He didn't discharge his weapon into the ground. He just la 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 la, just skipped on down the fucking road like he was merry way and didn't say a goddamn thing. Just saying, kids. And then how is it that there was communication to the whole fucking place, but yeah, somebody just fell off the bars. She's not happy. And no one made contact with primary backstage. Hey, we've got eyes on the suspect from earlier. You want to hold the primary up here for a minute so we can engage this guy and see what's up? No one said a fucking word. And that's verified by this DEI hired fucking bitch, potato chip fucking protection bitch from Pepsi. Her ass is gone. Now fucking Ray, the director of the FBI, said the same thing. This is verified. I've got, and oh, by the way, let me get this real quick. Hey, YouTube, and I can start showing you all kinds of shit, and I will. YouTube, stop deleting my shit, motherfuckers. You all deleting comments, and now other people are now responding, and I'm going to put it in my community page. I got all kinds of people responding back to me in the same political fucking chats out of here saying, yeah, YouTube's doing the same shit to me. They're blocking our comments. So the point also I'm trying to make, and a few people have questioned it so far, but number one, how in the fuck did this white van get out from underneath the water tower that has been documented by multiple people at the civilians with cell phones? You all see something, fucking pick up your phone and record something, especially cops. Okay. So it turns out the lady who was sitting next to Corey, who saw all this, one of her friends, don't do it again. One of her friends called her and said, hey, how y'all doing after the cordial? You know, because she knew that she was part of the whole fucking thing in the whole bit. She goes, well, guess what? The white van? No. There's a white van out on the street here, out in front of the house. ATF, FBI, it's da-da-da-da-da-da. So here's the thing. Those of you all that know me, if you don't, let's do this. Maybe you go this. No, wrong way. And then we'll push in. Doink. See all this? Shortwave radio. This is to talk to airplanes. That's to talk. There's another one behind it. That's to talk to boats. This right here is to talk to repeaters, 2 meter 440. That's an HF rig. It pretty much talks to everything in the world. These are GMRS. This is so the point I'm trying to relay to you folks is that I know my shit when it comes to communications. I got a whole library over here about radar. This is what I do for the Navy and shit like that. This is what I do. So trust me. Trust me when I tell you this. The garage door opener that they found on him with his backpack, with the cell phone and the 9-volt battery that they had. It's the same fucking garage door opener that you have. Like if you have a 2-car garage, but you have a pylon or, you know, or a post in between your 2-car garage doors, and you have that little box you slide up and put the numbers in so it talks to the garage door. 9-volt battery. Reaching this lady's house from that point 8 miles down the fucking road. Never going to happen ever, 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 never, ever, ever, ever. On a good day, maybe. If he's standing on the tower itself, maybe on a low corona blast ejection from the sun, and maybe at nighttime when the conditions are absolutely perfect. But that fucking garage door opener with the 9-volt battery, ladies and gentlemen, ain't gonna fucking happen. Never gonna fucking happen. It's fucking physically impossible. You'd have a hard time doing it with this. In this transmit, nah, maybe so. These are 2 and 5 watts. All this other crap, this is like, I don't even think it's a watt. It might be 2. I don't even think it's that. I think it's 800 milliwatts. So it's almost 3/4 of a whole watt. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the explosives were real, but they're not exposing the shit to anybody. Listen, the whole fucking thing. So I'm trying to tell y'all. Oh, let me see what else, other than just keeping that up. Trump says racist things, hang on, towards immigrants. Man, he doesn't show love to our best interest. LP Vikings. Hang on, brother. If you're an illegal immigrant, no, he does not. Listen, man, everyone's welcome here to the country. That's what America is about. But you got to come in through the front door the right way. Listen, brother, I'm not the vice president saying, or the president, don't. No, fuck that. Listen, dude, Trump doesn't say, no. That Trump saying that isn't a racist thing. That has nothing to do with race. You've heard him say time and time again, he doesn't care. Black, yellow, brown, white, green with polka dots. He don't give a fuck, dude. He said it time and time again. We need secured borders. We can't have, listen, we know right now, absolutely, unequivocally, we've got 24 Chinese operatives that have come in right down the street here in fucking San Ysidro through Hamul, the whole fucking area right there. We've documented this. All came in with 5, 10. These are listen. These are all fighting men age 25, 32, 28, 22 years old, thin, wealth. These are fighting men, clean cut, all coming in with 5, 10. Oh, no. Listen, yo, you fucking A, Chinese what? Goddamn, yo, yeah. Listen, we finally got heads up on the dude who showed up right down here in the open gate right here in fucking Hamoa. The dude was documented. Hey man, where you from? China? Where you from? Lebanon? How? Where are you from? Pakistan? Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Iran. And you motherfuckers don't know who I am, but you soon will. That goddamn thing went. It took us about 2 weeks out here, and this is one of the dude who's on Interpol's most wanted fucking list on the fucking world that Iran's cut loose, a loose fucking foreign operative. I have no idea where the fuck he is. And that YouTuber found him. Oh yeah, I'm from fucking blah blah blah. I'm from blah blah blah. I'm from blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm from Iran. You don't know who I am, but you soon will. This is not the reality. You guys just don't get it. This is not the reality we're supposed to be living. By the way, hit thumbs up. Listen, YouTube is trying to cancel the fuck out of me. They've taken 40,000 subscribers. They've taken 20,000 subscribers twice from me. They've dumped me twice now. 2,000 subscribers. But on the same token, man, listen, I've taken screenshots now of guys who've got 6,000, 10,000, 15,000. Hell, man, I'm watching Delete Laws, who's got over almost close to 600,000 subscribers, and he's got 100 people in the room, 200 people in the room. Fuck YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube, and your bullshit algorithm. And you're deleting all the fucking bullshit. By the way, on July 13th at 15:11, when they missed Trump, wokeism in, baby. Wokeism ended. All you bun-wearing motherfuckers that can't change a tire. Listen, I don't care about your LGBT, whatever, man. You're a grown-ass adult. Leave kids alone. Leave animals alone. Leave old people alone. You're a grown-ass adult. What you do behind your own fucking bedroom and your own closed doors, I don't care if you fucking harm your own goddamn self. What the fuck ever. Listen, I'm the same thing. Listen, if you get a terminal disease and you choose to want to off yourself, well, fucking listen, well, you don't need to be a draw on the system. You don't need to be a draw on your family. But we all ain't got to worry about that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, they just tried to remove an ex-president. They being the elitists who are actually pulling the strings here for all these puppets, because they didn't, and Biden failed, and I say Biden failed, the administration failed in trying to allegedly off Trump. This is their next resort. Now, I've been saying this since last year that the 25th was going to come into play. Now, I am shocked that Biden actually made it this long. I didn't think he was ever going to make his third State of the Union, especially after it took him so friggin' long. See, I'm thinking, there's something else. There's also something about what he should have said it. It took him almost 3 months to say the State of the Union. Ace, you remember all that. Trust me. This whole fucking thing about him, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, this is what's going to happen here. They keep talking about how Trump is the fascist. They're going to end democracy because of Trump and the whole bit. Listen, everything that they're saying on the opposite side. I remember Biden saying before the last push, before everybody had to vote on November 5th last time, the whole world's going to go to chaos. The inflation's going to go out of the fucking roof. Gas, food, the world going to hell. Trump. And I was thinking, yeah, motherfucker, no. That's what's going to happen if Trump gets booted out of office. You election stealing fuck. And Lord, listen, we all know now. Now, listen, if they'd actually gone back and actually checked everything, because Benny Johnson, Ben Shapiro, Redacted, they've all now put it out that they've seen plenty of evidence from all the voting places with all the security cameras of all these people coming and going after they closed down the polls at mysterious hours and all. They've all busted it wide open. It's facts, ladies and gentlemen, from Arizona to Minnesota. That if you go on Johnson and Shapiro and Redacted, they've got tons of security footage of the people coming and going with sacks and sacks of ballots. Speaking of, so this time, November 5th, it's everyone, as in we, the people, all must go to your voting stations and stand there and stand guard. Get your phones out, get your GoPros out, get your body cams out. From the time they open that son of a bitch till the time they close it, all your secure or all your community neighborhood watches and all this other stuff. This is absolutely imperative that they cannot shut these things down. We keep all kinds of people who surround, so we make sure the back entrances, none of this bullshit. And that's what they're going to do, though. Again, I'm not putting the illegal immigrants down, but this is the reason why. Listen, this is bullshit. You can't go to fucking Motel 6. Well, I ain't showing my ID without having, dude, you can't do anything in this country without having a valid ID. This is complete fucking bullshit that you're allowed to do one of the most important and sacred things in this country. And that is to decide who runs this country. You must show that you are a valid American. And again, I don't give a fuck what creed, race, Chinese, Latino, Greece, Iranian, African, black. I don't fucking care. Got a valid ID from where you live? By all means, step on in, sir, ma'am. Cast your vote. You ain't got no valid ID. You can't. Listen. What? See, I haven't talked to him for a while. It spread to his kidney? Oh, homeboy. Oh, well, fuck. No, I was not aware of that. I haven't spoken to him in a minute. Well, that sucks. Well, absolutely. Throw your thoughts and prayers to that Coachella Valley way. Yeah, he's been fighting that cancer for a minute. He thought he had it fucking licked there a couple years back when he was in Loma Linda. Bless him. Well, hey man, everybody that's a wicked motherfucker. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I'll just take a pause, step for that. Because kidney, pancreatic. See, at least one thing. At least they yank that fucking thing out and he'll survive. If it's not in both of them, and then maybe he can get a donor or something like that. So hopefully there's a little. Yeah, I was the one to get him into the show business and shit like that. Oh, is she done? Oh man, oh, is she getting ready to do it? Hopefully I didn't miss it. Talking about Simone Biles doing the floor show. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Trump's supposed to be dead. Not our country, the entire world is supposed to be in complete and utter chaos right now. Trump was not supposed to survive. Y'all don't get that. Thank you for putting that up. He wasn't supposed to survive, ladies and gentlemen. So this is why it says, I don't know how to put that back up about Nostradamus predictions. Yeah, I went out and Pirates of Baseball earlier today. And trying to put some electrolytes back in me. It's the reason why I talked about having the 25th come into play. 25th Amendment came in last time Nixon was in president. You guys weren't even, most of you, I would assume, No, Russ hasn't died. That's the last time that was put into play. I think it was the only time so far that we've had to use the 25th Amendment. They're going to give Scamala the credit for being the very first president that's being black and female and Indian. They're going to give her that. Because what's going to happen here is they're going to say that Biden, if he cannot go forward with the race to be the next presidential candidate, then he's not competent to stay in office, and they're going to 25 him. Therefore, what's going to happen is Scamala, and she is the worst on civil rights, especially for people that have got marijuana convictions, drug convictions, and she's not anyway. Right at the very beginning, when Biden, and by the way, that was never done on official letterhead of the White House, ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't Joe Biden's official signature. Again, I believe I went through all of this in the last slice straight. You stepped out twice. That wasn't his signature. That was Jill's signature, and that wasn't an official White House lettering either. Him saying he's stepping down. When all this was said and done, and I've got all the pictures from all the mainstream media, choice number one was Gavi. Well, number one, y'all don't know this. Yeah, this is why I'm doing this. This is the reason why I do this, so I can give you all this information, so I don't have to read through all this crap that I have to read through in order to disseminate this, so y'all can get it. Number one, because she's from here, Gavi's from here, they can't do that. Number two, because he's the golden boy. Because you got to remember, when the Chinese delegacy came here to San Diego, if you went on the poop fucking app, there was shit everywhere. Well, when the Chinese delegacy showed up, ladies and gentlemen, it all fucking disappeared. They cleaned the fuck up out of the goddamn city. And by the way, Gavin Newsom just said he's all this political stuff, get rid of all the homeless encampments. Just like that. Where'd your $3.3 billion go for the 23-24 fucking budget for the homeless people, Gavin? $3.3 billion. You ought to spend a goddamn penny of it with all the homelessness and the camps and everything. It's just a fucking shit show out here, motherfucker. You did nothing with it. Californians want to know what happened to the $3.3 billion that came out of our tax money to fix the problem. Now he's saying, fuck it, get rid of everybody. This is complete fucking bullshit. You know why he's doing this now? You know why he's doing this now, ladies and gentlemen? Because now all of a sudden, you go look at all the mainstream, go look at it all. AP News, his ass disappeared in the running. Now who it is, it's Mark Kelly. I actually know this dude. I know an astronaut. I know a few Olympians, Greg Louganis. Anyway, so I actually know Mark Kelly. I was his main cameraman for a show out, as a matter of fact, out in Coachella at the Palm Springs Convention Center quite a few years ago. Oh, is she on? No, it's the other chick. Gavin's done. So this is what's going to happen. They're going to 25 fucking Biden. She immediately moves up. Now she's going to nominate whoever the fuck it is for her vice president. Then let me interrupt. Well, hang on. Well, no, I got to interrupt this. So we all know about this poor chick. I say chick, this poor lady who got blasted in the fucking face in Chicago because I will rebuke you. And she never even said she was going to throw that hot water. She just took it off, and she was obviously 5150. White boy, I'm not mentioning no names. Everybody knows this story. The protests have already started. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this whole fucking thing is another George Floyd, Black Lives Matters, false flag protest fucking bullshit. Just like they went into Washington, D.C. to Union Station, brought down the American flag, torched it, raised their shit, spray painted Hamas. Listen, If I hear one more goddamn time that a peaceful Republican gathering is a racist fucking white supremacist fucking event, when you see everybody, now you can see now the whole social media movement, and I say the black social media movement that we all see on our shorts now. They're hey, listen, the movement has begun. They're all seeing the bullshit now. This immigration, this whole thing. So this is what's going to happen. This poor woman who had to sacrifice her life, and so does this white boy. This is another fucking patsy. And I say this poor cop. Yeah, well, poor cop. Hang on. What did you just say, CC Dubs? This poor cop who just like Crooks, just like Thomas Crooks. You don't get what the government's doing to these people to stage these false flag events, ladies and gentlemen. You're not getting the links that these people, they shut down the fucking world with the China virus, people. I've said this since last year. The links. Tucker Carlson and listen, I said this months ago that they were probably going to assassinate Trump. Months ago. I'll go dig it up. Because of this event, of this shooting, conveniently in Chicago, the riots will take place in Chicago, and the Democratic National Convention will not happen, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to Alex Jones. There are too many lone wolf, Timothy McVeigh type individuals out there. The democratic process is not going to happen like it's supposed to. And all this shit that they're talking about, how Trump is going to end all this shit. Listen, you got a decorated war veteran, multiple deployments in J.D. Vance. That's the legacy that Trump put in so that when he's out, you got somebody that's got some huevos in the fucking country. Just like Trump said the other day, if a fucking scratch is done to any of these hostages, just like Reagan when he takes office, you think Biden and the administration is fucking pissing in the wind about what Bibi Netanyahu? Oh, you can't do this. You can't. Let me tell you all something. If the American hostages are still hostages on January 20th, the Gaza Strip will be bombed into fucking oblivion. From Gaza to Rafah. Trump don't give a fuck. He will annihilate that entire fucking peninsula in one fail fucking swoop. He's already said it so. You guarantee it. He didn't tell Netanyahu that. And now that fucking Hezbollah is lofting shit over to the fucking Golan Heights, and something got through the Iron Dome and killed those 12 kids on that little fucking basketball soccer field that they were playing, you all don't get. We are right fucking here to World War III and nuclear war, ladies and gentlemen. You all have no. And Russ will tell you all this. Listen, if y'all don't have enough supplies for you, your family, your animals, your medications to survive, and enough protection, you all know what I mean. Fuck you, YouTube. I got to infer. To be able to hold up on your own for 90 days, enough rice, beans, water, medication for your dogs, your cats. That's water for everybody. Listen, we've learned time and time again. And all I gotta say is one fucking name. Katrina. From that point forward in American history, our American government said, fuck you. The entire Ninth Ward, the entire black and poor minority population of the Ninth Ward of Louisiana, the entire government said, fuck you to them all, and let them sit there and rot and die for days. Yeah. Again, I'm trying. Listen, don't be scared. Change that. Make that prepped. Let me tell you something else. When usually I have it sitting right here because I always blow my nose because the dog and all that crap. Toilet paper. Yeah, I remember during COVID. Listen, all right, for those of you that are new here, when I had my 20,000 subscribers, the famous skate park in Linda Vista, I was live streaming. Hundreds of people were everywhere. Basketball court was full. Skate park was full of kids. The softball park was full. It was a glorious night that spring. This was the very same night that the world news broke that Tom Hanks and the wife Rita had COVID in Australia. This, remember, this was Hollywood's elite, Tom Hanks. I was live streaming. Oh, I can't believe you just fucking completely fell off the wow. I'm still watching the gymnastics. And Russ will verify this, okay? So basically from Christmas time, I was doing probably a podcast tonight, different venues, different places. Doing some radio shows. Everybody was interviewing. I was pretty much the shit. We had just gotten Padilla out of Texas, with the entire so-called auditing cop watch community just completely left him for Barron. So Russ and I got a 24-hour broadcast together from literally all over the world. Literally all over the world. People did, and we got money up to getting the fuck out of there. So I had some substantial weight back then. Nope. Quick question. What? Hang on. What are you going to ask? Yeah, do it. Oh, all right. So anyway, I was at Linda Vista, and I was back then. I think I had over 1,000. It was like 1,500 people at the room at the time, and I'm telling everybody about the same thing. Get your shit together. Get your fucking shit together. Even to the point that the kids and the parents like, dude, hey, old man, shut the fuck up, would you? We're trying to have a good time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling everybody, 30 days, America will be a ghost town. 30 days, America will be a fucking ghost town. Well, I was wrong. Not even close. Wrong. 30 days. 30 days. Oh, God. I'll laugh at myself now. Wasn't even close. It was 10. 10 fucking days. The entire country was shut down. All of the beaches. I live here in La Jolla. La Jolla, Pacific Beach, Ocean Beach, Imperial Beach, the Embarcadero. Gone. Everybody. The job I had at the construction company that fucking stalker bitch went over to, I was the OSHA compliance officer. I walked around with the fucking zap gun. Oh, check your temperature, write everything down, make sure you look good. Y'all get some trash. Let me fucking take it. Brought me a brand new fucking wrap. Yes. I drove around live streaming. There was nobody out here. The entire freeways were completely fucking empty. I showed you all the beaches, live stream. No one. I said 30 days. 30 took 10. Entire country was over. Gone. Who's Mexican Padilla? Who's high pitch? How do you know Mexican Padilla if I just said Padilla? I don't even think I said Mexican Padilla. I just said Padilla. Listen, so I started telling people this before the New Year's. I had Kat with me at the time. We were both doing these live streams. She's got a sweet fucking broadcast voice, and she ain't no dummy. And everybody liked. And Russ was involved. Dude, it was a sweet fucking trio, man. It was banging real well. We were getting all kinds of reviews, all kinds of views, all kinds of listens, all kinds of shit. So I was telling people, but I saw this coming back in September, October, November. Even Kat was like, where are you getting all this? Da, 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 da. So come December, I'm telling everybody, this ain't the flu coming, ladies and gentlemen. The entire world's going to get shut down. This is a whole world. And I did this from basically right after Christmas up until like the second, almost the third week of January. They to the point everybody was like, dude, will you shut the fuck up? Shut the fuck up. It's the flu. Da, 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 da. Well, March, just 3 fucking weeks later, the whole goddamn world. And I was like, hey, who was that dude that was talking this shit fucking weeks ago? We need to find who. Russ, you got him. Da, da, da. Not nothing. Everybody wanted to talk to me. You all listen to me. What the fuck I'm telling y'all? They're going to pull this. Now, because of the riots, the DNC is not going to fucking happen, ladies and gentlemen. Do you hear me? The entire democratic process is going to change once and forever in this fucking country. Every 200 to 250 years, the society falls. The only two that hasn't happened so far is England and us. We're at 248 fucking years. All this woke fucking bullshit, all this fucking crap. Because Trump didn't die, woke died at 1511. That's 311. It's military time, Central Time, in Butler, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. They got to push this fucking agenda. Eventually this is going to come out with the collusion that Biden's been involved in defaulting this country through Ukraine to make us look weak. I'll just be quiet on that now, but eventually it's going to fucking happen. They're going to give it to her on the 25th. So she's got on the 25th Amendment, ladies. So therefore she gets the first black woman, Hispanic, what the fuck ever, blah, 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 blah. So she can get it from whenever they do this in the next, because they got to do it quick. You don't get it. There's legalities. They got to get people's names on these fucking ballots. That takes lawyers. That takes money. You just can't fucking woo and just it all happens. There's a process. And this fucking clock is ticking down on these people right now. Oh, Simone is she's on the mat right now on the main floor. Oh, it's all good. Y'all can see this on Young TV. By the way, I'm praying to God that the idiots, the only thing they did was burn the communication wires on the high-speed rail. I'm praying to God that everyone gets in and out of the Paris games with no one getting hurt. Not a single person, except the would-be terrorists who are planning shit. This is the world. Oh, and speaking of, let me do this real quick too. Where are we at here? Yeah, another 10 minutes. We'll spin this down. Everybody's complaining about the opening ceremony of France. The big fat broad. That's right. I said it. The fucking fat broad in the blue suit with the sun over her head. And they opened up that deal. And that was supposed to be the Last Supper. Do you all not get this? Right? Do you all know this, right? That's what that representation was on the bridge. Go back and see it. It's all over the fucking place. Y'all don't realize. Okay. There are multiple things in that opening ceremony where they had, and again, what you do behind closed doors is fine, but where the world is, but the reason why they couldn't change all this, because this was all pre-planned, ladies and gentlemen. They want all this DEI woke crap to make this shit weak. This is their agenda. This is what they want. So after Trump missed the assassination, and now he's still alive, and all this woke bullshit is now gone because we're fucking tired of it. Fucking tired of it. I don't give a fuck what you call yourself. If I walk up to you and say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, well, that's not my fucking pronouns. Well, fuck you if you get offended to it. Because you're 1%. I don't give a fuck. That's your offense, not mine. Don't push your fucking agenda on me. You want to be whatever you want to be, good for you. But ladies and gentlemen, you only get XX, you only get XY in your chromosomes. That's it. By the way, if this transgender thing, if this gender thing is irrelevant now, why do we still have gender reveal parties? If gender's irrelevant now, why are we still having gender reveal parties? Why are we doing pink or blue? Just saying. Trump's brains were supposed to be blown out for the entire world to see, ladies and gentlemen. This whole spin right now, you don't get what's going to happen. Biden and Michelle Obama. God, keep letting that slip. That's such a Freudian slip. Newsom and Obama. That's the only way that they're going to be able to pull this fucking Hail Mary out from the 10-yard line and bomb it into the fucking end zone. Y'all listen to me. When they do whatever scheming they're going to do, even if they do pull this fucking shit off in Chicago, they're not going to. They're going to riot Chicago, just like they did out here in Portland and Los Angeles. They're going to. Can y'all read? You watch. They can't change it. Can't change the venue. Secret Service has got your president's got vice president of the delegates. No, CNN's not legit. Did you not know? Now, at this point, most of the mainstream media, even the smaller versions, the local stations, even the brand new kid here at Channel 10, Wale, whatever his name is, from whatever country in Africa. He was a good kid, but just immediately, right after the trial, and I even recorded it. I'll do all this when I'm finished with the glitching here. I was supposed to have a new computer show up, but it didn't happen today. They are to communicate. The government, a lot of these people that you're watching on these mainstream media, they've all been trained from the 3-letter acronyms coming from our government. Why do you all think that they want Trumpy out? Don't you all get it? Every president in modern history, let's just put it this way, they've gone in pretty much broke and all came out multimillionaires. All of them. Go look it up yourself. Again, don't listen to me. Go do your own fucking homework. Now, of course, some of them went in that had money. Listen, okay? But when they came out of the White House, they was, including the Clintons and this foundation of theirs and the whole fucking bit. I actually met Bill. I've met a few presidents. Met Bill and La Quinta, as a matter of fact. The La Quinta. Anyway, during that foundation, he was one of the speakers there when he came out. It was right when Hillary had just had that event in Japan where she was whatever. I think they almost tried to poison her and kill her. We don't know the real story. But it was everybody was back there, all the stagehands and shit. And Secret Service cleared us out of backstage so he came out so he could walk through the back alleyway, the service alleyway, so they could take him back to where they had all the shit stage. And it was screaming, hooping, and hollering, and blah, 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 blah. And unfortunately, it was literally, I only had that phone 2 fucking days. I was such an idiot. But I got a few walk pictures of it. But I thought I was recording. I said, Mr. President, how's Madam Secretary doing? Hey, literally stopped, turn around, and so you could turn it down. He walked up to me. And of course, I'm standing here, and I thought I was recording. I only took a picture of him. Lame ass. And he talked to me for, he says, no, she's doing fine. Thank you very much for asking. And mean Hillary? Yeah. Madam, yeah, she was secretary at the time during the Libya, the Benghazi event, and all that fucking bullshit. And she was in Japan at the time. Yeah. So Bill, yeah. So he was in La Quinta, and we were doing the event for the foundation, for the Clinton Foundation. That's the third president I've met so far. Anyway, 5 more minutes. Boys and girls, please get your shit together. They're going to 25. If they can do something about the DNC, and I don't foresee that they're going to do anything about it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see any reality of this. Is going to be, they're going to put the golden boy Gabby, and they're going to bring Michelle Obama. God, I gotta quit that. Into the ticket somehow. That is the only feasible way that they can, because Harris, listen, she's conspiratorially culpable. We can go back now. And by the way, the mainstream media, fuck you, you douchebags. She was the goddamn border czar. She's never met with the custom border fucking the director or anybody related to it. Never, ever, ever. It's all documented now. We've got multiple clip after clip after clip. Vice President Harris, the border czar. Vice President Harris, the border czar. MSM Vice President, the border czar. The border czar. Vice President Harris. Blah blah blah. Clip after clip after clip. And now you're saying she was never declared the border czar? Are y'all fucking high? Stop. What is it? The Mandela effect. All this shit with the fruit of the loom and all the crap that they used to tell us that we saw back in the 80s and 90s, and now we're not seeing and all this shit. They're trying to pull this fucking Mandela effect on us, ladies and gentlemen. God, please stop doing this. Listen, I know all of us. I know all of us out here. We're all just hardworking motherfuckers trying to keep roofs above our head, pay the fucking bills, keep the kids out of trouble, keep them fed, keep the cars running, keep them insured with the skyrocketing fucking food, gas, insurance prices, every fucking thing. I know. But damn it, you gotta get prepped, ladies and gentlemen. You have to get protection. It is absolutely everything. You need viable drinking water. You motherfuckers out in the desert, you all fucked. When Andy gets here, listen, if something doesn't happen, and you don't get the weaponry that's going on that you're completely fucking clueless about that's going on down in Antarctica. Again, that's a whole nother fucking rabbit hole on another broadcast I could tell you guys about. And you're going to be like, what the fuck you all talking about now? Listen, the quantum fucking weaponry that they've got, that they're not, real quick, the second coming's happening, ladies and gentlemen. The second coming is happening. And I usually try to end it up here with all this survival shit. Listen to me. The pyramids. The Egyptians never built a fucking pyramid in their goddamn lives. Excuse me, Lord, didn't make atheist that I am. I got to stop doing that. Because after Trump dodged that thing, there's a miracle. I don't listen. I know Jesus was a living and breathing soul. So I believe that there was Jesus here. So I believe that there was a Jesus. A God who created this entire thing. Listen, okay, so back on point. Dude, the whole fucking thing that they've been telling you, all of us, is a fucking lie. Go to the Sumerian Kings list. Go to the tablets of Thoth. From the Emeralds. Listen, we've been coming and going on this planet now for hundreds of thousands of years. You think the motherfuckers who built, okay, the pyramids 150,000 years ago, the Sphinx some 250,000 years ago. Well, what did you, well, we're going to run a little late. What did you just say, CC Dubs? The pyramids 5,000 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. It was a planet to, listen, we've been coming and going on this planet. Go look at the fucking moon. Go look at the impact craters. We've been bombed. Go listen to Joe Rogan. Don't listen to my dumbass. Go listen to Joe Rogan. Go listen to some of the people. I'm not the only one. Finally, there are other people who are saying this. Okay? Understand this. Do this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I'll type them in right now. Let me put it in here. This way y'all can go look at this right now. IGI. The GG. Boink. Go look these dudes up, boys and girls. These guys right here. You want to know who these guys are? Doja? You want to know who the GG were? It's funny because they sent the rovers to Mars. You know where they didn't send the fucking rovers? Do you all know that there's a huge pyramid complex on the planet of Mars? Say what, CC Dubs? Do what now? There's a huge. They're not four-sided like we have here on this planet. They're five-sided pyramids. They don't have one. They have an entire city of them, ladies and gentlemen. You all know about the face on Mars? And again, y'all think I'm talking shit? This is now out here. When I was preaching this shit back in the 80s and 90s, especially at the IPAC, when I was the technical director over there, and they had that fucking spiritual fucking whatever fucking show that they had. Listen, that's when the men in black came in and pulled me out in front of everybody. They were like, what the fuck just happened here? I've had the video documentation since, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, the Gigi or the folks, they were here for mining purposes, okay? Back then, when there was an atmosphere on Mars, this was just a hop, skip, and a jump for them. You got to remember, these guys are we're not even in kindergarten yet, even though what we've done in the last 100 years. They left the Cydonia complex about 400-ish, maybe 500,000. I say it happened about 800,000 years ago because they were mining here for a couple 100,000 years when they finally said, fuck this. Let's get these 8 motherfuckers that's changed just because now we understand the DNA, just because now we can decode our DNA. We have the DNA, we have the technology for in vitro fertilization and all this bizarro technology that we do. And by the way, everybody freaks out. Well, why the fuck do the aliens come and probe us up our butt and fucking do all this and all this fucking bullshit? You want to know why, motherfuckers? Listen, when I explain this to you once and for all right now, you're going to be like, holy fuck, man, this dude's on a whole nother fucking level. You want to know why the aliens come down here and do this and do what they do, boys and girls? Because it's the same fucking thing that we do it. Listen, when we go on a safari, what do? We hunt the fuck. I'm just going to use this animal. Then you apply this to whatever fucking animal you want to. We go and hunt the lion. No, we go and hunt the elephant. I don't care. X. Shooting, darting, boom, goes down. Just like they do us. We take all kinds of samples. We're measuring, we fucking da-da-da, male, female, da-da-da-da-da. Hello, sound familiar? They're doing the same fucking thing. Okay, they changed our DNA some 350,000 years ago. We used to live a lot longer than this. A lot longer. There's a cut in our DNA. This is all broken down. And just because you're hearing it first, you're thinking, I'm a crazy. I am on that level. But trust me, this is the rabbit hole that I've been down since I've been an investigative journalist since 1992 when I made it official, even though I started this earlier. You all don't get it. Listen, I'll do this also. When Oppenheimer lit that motherfucker off in New Mexico, and I'll break this down to you real quick. And now also the James Webb Telescope. Let me do this. By the way, the Milky Way stars that you all see, this is how fucking bad they've been lying to you all. Number one, we're not fucking special. Even in our own goddamn galaxy, we're on one of the side spurs. If New York City was the middle of the Milky Way galaxy, we're some unknown fucking microscopic tiny fucking island in the dead zone of the Pacific Ocean in our own fucking You all get what I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen? In our own fucking galaxy, in our own Milky Way galaxy, we ain't shit. When Sagan told NASA to flip Voyager around and take a look at the pale blue planet and look back at us at that itty bitty fucking dot, it puts it into perspective. We're the center of the planet. Listen, man, civilizations may have, if not millions of years. Stop believing this bullshit that they've been telling you people. The books, everything. By the way, it's not the Milky Way galaxy that you all see up there. It's not. You want to know what it is? Our galaxy is colliding right now, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most fantastic cosmological events ever to take place in the entire fucking universe is happening right now. Us as Homo sapiens are living through it right now, and no one's fucking talking about it. We're colliding with the dwarf Sagittarius galaxy right now. That's what you see up in the sky, not the Milky Way galaxy. That's the dwarf Sagittarius galaxy that we're currently colliding with. And they're not telling you this. The Egyptians didn't build a fucking thing. Stop it with the bullshit. Read the tablets of Thoth. Go down the rabbit hole. Go read the fucking King's List from the Sumerians. To tell you we've been coming and going for hundreds of thousands of years on this planet. Noah wasn't who he says he was. That was somebody else. The whole fucking thing's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. The whole fucking thing's a lie. We can't nuke ourselves into oblivion. I don't think they're going to allow that. Oh, by the way, it's all in this right now. The second coming. Listen, it ain't Jesus. Jesus lived his time. He's dead. That was 2,000 years ago. Ain't happening. Y'all hear me now. Y'all really want to go down the fucking rabbit hole? Remember Independence Day, the movie with Will Smith? He's dragging the fucking alien, and then we see fucking Data from the new Star Trek thing where he was the freaky fucking scientist over at Area 51. You want to see the freak show? And they showed him with the tubes and all that. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Does ya? Homosexuals. Yeah, we're Homo sapiens, not Homo erectus or Neanderthals. Listen, don't go to. Listen, the Bible tells you right. Not Adam and Eve. How do you think there's Chinese? How do you think there's yellow folk? You think there's black folk? You think there's brown folk? And you think there's us white folk? Never started from really. What was Adam and Eve? Were they black? Were they Chinese? Were they Latin? Are they Eskimo? Are they white? If that's the case, where did it all come from? Really? One couple started all this? Y'all want to believe that? One couple, Adam and Eve. Guys, stop. Cyclone, thanks, brother. Shout out to you too, brother. Everybody here. PV48, LP Vikings. Who the fuck else has been in there hanging real tough? I appreciate all y'all in the chat. Let me start. Cyclone, there you are right there. VR RBS. Shout out to Coach Russ. Dude, fucking A. Listen, guys, y'all just don't fucking get the lie, the bullshit. Who else was in a run one? 12th Streeter? Guys. Get your shit prepped. The government don't give a fuck about us. The elitists don't give a fuck about us. When that COVID hit and there was nobody on the freeways and there was not this draw on the infrastructure, that's what they want. Get your shit prepped. We're going to have to fight. Listen, we should already be in a civil war right now. This July 13th, you don't get it. This kid wasn't supposed to fucking miss. Trump's brain. We're going to talk more about this. All of this, ladies and gentlemen, the world is not what you think it is, and it's different now from what happened from July 13th. They have to spin it now in a whole nother fucking direction now that their narrative got the. And I'm going to do this. This is one of the things on one of the other social media networks that they're fucking. Hopefully we can hear this. Do I have this turned on? I think I do. Oh, wrong one. I got. I'm a clown. Here, watch this. Watch this. Is that gonna show?
Leading the way in lane one. Kim will meet up there in lane 1. Second.
Is it not gonna fly?
Some pressure.
Yes, it's not gonna fly. I'm gonna fly. So I did this little edit here, and
Yeah, and then there's the DEI press
can y'all hear
secretary
that?
telling you that the DEI vice president is the future of the party here. And so the future looks kind of dim for the Democrats here, but this is no shocker either. Kamala Harris, she's the original Hawk Tua girl.
Oh, you gotta give him that hunk to it. Spit on that thing.
That's the way she got where she is. And the party's going downhill if it's in her hands.
That was tough. That was
really
hard.
tough. So this was on Fox
Yeah, and then there's the
I
DEI
knew this
press
shit thing
secretary
got
telling you
because-
that the DEI vice president is the future of the party here. And so the future looks kind of dim for the Democrats here, but this is no shocker either.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Everyone, the rest of y'all that will see this, get your shit together. Trying to tell you, second coming's going to happen, but it ain't Jesus who's showing up. If you're going to go down the rabbit hole, go look at Dulce Mountain over in New Mexico. And I'm talking about the freak show about the Independence Day in the movie with all that shit. It ain't in Area 51. It's in Dulce Mountain, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying. Go look at the Ajiji. By the way, record the cops. Stay 21 feet away from them. Everyone should always record the cops. Whether you're involved with it or not, stay 21 feet away from them fucks. We all know they're murdering, skeeving, qualified immunity fucking murdering bastards. So stay the fuck away from them. But record their skeeving abs, because we all know that corrupt cops hate fucking cameras. South, Oxy, thank you very much. Viking, Ribs, do it again. PVC 48th Street, much love, brother. Thank you very much. By the way, Russ, I hope you're doing good, Code. I really do, brother. I hope you're feeling well. Oh, KWS, I didn't see that. Shout out to you too, brother. I'm just scrolling through, back scrolling everybody else. Cyclone, of course. Cyclone, what up, brother? It was a privilege and a pleasure to have you and everybody else up in the room. All right, I'm done scrolling. We're gonna kill this. Thanks, everybody. Peace and love. Peace out.